Krames started high school, he had a history with sports. His parents were self-described fanatics, and he was already planning to go out for football and track, despite a successful 7.5-year gymnastics career in elementary and middle school. But, last minute, Krames changed his mind and decided to return to gymnastics, while also pursuing a new sport sophomore year, diving.
When I was younger, gymnastics was basically my life. It was school and gymnastics. So, coming into high school, trying a new sport is always awesome. And although I haven't been diving for a very long time, I very quickly fell in love with the sport.
Krames has enjoyed a triumphant career in both sports, most notably winning the gymnastics floor title at state last year and breaking Stevenson's 6-dive record this year. But such success requires a lot of time and effort, an amount of work Krames has learned to adapt to.
On the one hand, although time management was a little bit of an issue coming in to Stevenson, I would say that, growing up a club gymnast, it definitely helped a lot with that, just because we have so much time devoted to the gym. So having to balance all of the gymnastics with school and then also trying to have a social life, it probably helped a little bit. And then also just work ethic just in general, really trying to be successful, not just expecting something, but actually having to work for it. I'd say club gymnastics really did a good job helping me out with that.
Diving coach Amy Inselberger appreciates Krames' work ethic. She cites it as the #1 factor in his success.
Matthew worked really hard. So if you want the success that he's experienced, then you've got to be willing to literally come to practice every day. He did not miss a practice in the last 2 years. Not one. Actually, he missed one. I sent him home with the flu. I was like, go home. You threw up today. I don't want you coming to practice. But that was it. So he works hard. It's not going to be handed to you. You've got to put in the work. You got to put in the effort.
But work ethic isn't his only strength. Inselberger has also noticed Krames' ability to interact with other members of the diving and swim teams through his role as captain.
He makes an effort to get to know the swimmers and what they're swimming and, what their events are. And he's just a friendly, approachable kind of kid. And so I think the swimmers appreciate that, his effort, and acknowledge that by voting him as a team captain, which is fantastic.
Krames does not have firm plans for his collegiate athletic career, but is considering cheerleading due to his gymnastics background, despite the challenges of participating in a sport largely dominated by female athletes.
Of course there's stigma, saying all these really negative things about male cheerleaders, but, on the one hand, sure, that'll kind of discourage me a little bit, but, at the same time, I just have to remember, it's not necessarily what other people think. If I'm enjoying myself and I'm successful, why not?
Inselberger believes Krames will have a bright future, no matter which sport he pursues in college. She looks forward to witnessing his future successes.
I'm going to miss him. I think he is a fantastic kid, a great diver. I still kind of hold on to some of the practices we had, and I'm like, oh, this is a good problem to have, that you're only getting 7s or 7.5s on that dive or this dive or whatever. It's going to be hard. I've been coaching for 19 seasons, and there has been only a handful of kids that I will remember as fondly as being able to coach Matthew. So he's a great kid. I wish him, tremendous success.